for Black girl nerds.
Hello, everybody. Everybody looks fantastic today, and it's good to be with you all.
Same to you.
Right. You look gorgeous.
Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. So then I'm going to start with you, Anya. Thank you so much. I love a compliment.
No,
We know that Magik is going to be a little abrasive, a little, a little rough to kind of get close to. Is there going to be some moments where we get to see Magik a little tender, a little softer, any way to make way into her heart?
Yeah, and I'm really, really grateful for that because you form, or at least I do, you form such close attachments to your character that when you're being aggressive all the time, it's very easy for people to be like, oh God, you're so awful. And so it's nice to have a couple of little moments where you can understand where she's coming from. I think when people learn about Illyana's backstory, you forgive the girl a lot.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I just remember we had some nice moments in when we have those scenes where you really, where Sam really, my character really sees their vulnerability as well.
Yeah.
Which was,
I'm just excited to see it because there's a lot of Cloak and Dagger. I haven't even been able to see it yet. I just know about your characters in general. Charlie, with your character Cannonball, we know that power can change people. It can make them different. It can make them better. Can make them worse. How does Charlie maneuver within their world with his strengths?
Yeah, that is a real big point. For all these characters, but when I was really looking into this character, it was this idea of holding on to guilt. This power is not something that is cool to him. It is something that he is very afraid of, but also wants to, control it because of his fear of it. So, face that fear. And just dealing with that, letting go of things that happen throughout this movie, that realizing that, certain things are out of your control and it's not your fault. And if there's this idea that maybe I can, I'm afraid of this, but maybe I can use this to help rather than kind of hurt is kind of the arc of kind of having this power for him.
Mm-hmm. As they all are recovering from their traumas and the things that led them to be where they are, Henry, your character Sunspot, is he a true Sunspot? Is he a bright and warm person, or is he still affected by those past traumas as he is coming to it in his own as well?
He's very much affected by those traumas. I think what Charlie was saying about guilt. I think we all share some portion of guilt in our character traits, and the manifestation of guilt comes in different forms. Mine comes in form of anger and non-compliance, and Sam wants to get better, so he is trying, at least out of the five of us, and it really stuck with me. You have to learn how these kids that suffer trauma try to enter society later on, and how do they do, especially at such a young age. And it's never leaving you. It's a part of who you are, and who you become with that, in spite of that, is really the game changer.
Okay, so we have 1 minute remaining. Anya, say one word, something nice about Charlie and about Henry. One word.
But sentences. You need more than a word. Can I not just give them a sentence, please?
Yes.
Thank you. They're the best. They're the kindest, most loving, wonderful people. I'm done.
Cool. Your turn, Charlie.
Just love. They're lovely. Yeah.
And Henry, bring it home for us.
Thoughtful. They're very thoughtful humans.
Awesome.
Well, you said awful.
Thoughtful.
Awful.
So lovely. So awful.
Awful.
Did you guys virtually hug each other after being together so much time filming this movie, and now you're all in separate places? It was good to be back with each other and see each other's faces.
It is.
Wonderful. Yeah. We have a lot of love for this group, so it's always great to see everyone's faces and promote this together.
Well, there's going to be a whole new audience that's going to experience this and try to compare it to X-Men, but it's really its own standalone universe. Anya, does that kind of leave a little bit of pressure when people want to compare it to something else?
I think if you're going to compare something, you're sort of missing out on the best of both worlds. It's, you know, we were never trying to be anything other than we are. And it's actually, for an X-Men movie, it feels a lot more like an indie. And it's about kids that are not superheroes yet. So, you know, you kind of have to take it for what it is.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, all of you. Appreciate it. I'm super excited to see it. Have a wonderful day.
Thank
you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Have a great day.
Better shake your booties for black girl nerves. Better shake your booties for black girl nerves.